Hello everyone. In this video, I am going to discuss how to find out sum of digits of a number. A number is nothing but combination of digits. So how to find out the sum of the digits of a given number? For example, if we consider 344. If 344 is my single number, now the answer will be 11. 11 in the sense summing up or adding up all the digits in this number. So this will be 3 plus 4 plus 4, which is equivalent to 11. Now, how to find out the sum of digits of a given number? In this video, I will be discussing this concept. Now, we know how to add single numbers. These single numbers are individual digits from the given number. So, first initially we have to divide the given number into digits. Ones place digit should be taken and the seconds place digit should be taken and the hundreds place digit should be taken. How to divide the given number into digits? Here I will be discussing how to divide the given number into digits using modulus and division operators. So let us take the previous example, sum 344. So here, in order to get the ones place digit as my result, we use this modulus operator. So if the given number is n, 344 modulus 10. 344 modulus 10. So how to find out 344 modulus 10 here? So 10 34s are 340. The remainder will be 4. So if here we are using the modulus operator, the remainder will be the result. So if we perform the given number with modulus 10, the output will be the remainder. That means the first ones place digit value. Now, so we have completed this, retrieving this, the last digit. Now the remaining digits are 34. Again perform 34 modulus 10. The result will be as follows. 10 3s are 30 and the remainder will be 4. So here we got the tens place digit. Now the remaining is 3. Again 3 modulus 10. It will be always 3. Remember, if x modulus y is there, is given, and if x is less than y, then x will be the result. As here x value is 3 and y value is 10 and 3 is less than 10, the answer will be 3. Okay. Now we got all the digits from the given number. This is the way how to divide the given number into digits. But see, here I have taken 344 as input. Here 34, here 3. How to get 34 from 33 and 3 from 34? That is by using this operator, division operator. Now, from 344 I should get 34. So if I do division with 10, the answer will be 34.4. As we are doing here integer division, the output will be only 34. This 0.4 will be discarded. So this is the way how we get 34 from 344. And now 34 divided by 10. The result will be some 3.4. Answer will be 3. So this is the way how we get 34 from 344 and 3 from 34. So now with this video we are clear that we can divide the given number into digits using modulus and division operators. As modulus gives us the remainder can be obtained, and the remainder will be the equivalent digits of a given number. And the division means in order to get the remaining digits from the given number, we use this division operator. Now coming to our concept, we should divide the given number into digits and we should add the relevant digits to get the answer. Now, we already learned how to divide the given number into digits by using modulus and division operators. So, the resultant will be added into some variable x. Now, let us see the code how to divide the number into digits using division and multiplication operators. Let the given number be n. n is equal to some 344. Now, first we should get 4 from 344. So, to get 4 from 344, we should do modulus operator. We should apply modulus for n and 10. So the result will be 4. This 4 should be stored in some variable. Let it be, as this is a remainder, generally everyone use this REM as a variable. Here you can use whatever you want. It can be x, it can be y. Okay. Now we got the remainder as 4. Now from 344 we got 4. Now from 344 we should get 34. So to get the 34, I am dividing the given number with 10. So 344 divided by 10 will be 34. Let us store that 34 in n itself, because with this n only we should get the second digit from the given number. Okay. So first step is getting the remainder, and the second step is getting the previous 2 digits from the given number. Now here the n value will be 34. Okay. Now if you observe, in REM we are having 4, and if you repeat this loop, again the n value will be 34 here. As per this statement, 34 modulus 10 will be 4. The remainder will be 4. Again that 4 will get stored in REM. But before storing that value in REM, we should preserve the previous REM value in some value in order to add. So as we are performing addition, I am taking a variable called as add or sum sum, your wish. So here I am taking the variable name add and I am adding the remainder to add value. So here initially we should take the add value as 0 and the remainder value should be added to this add variable. Okay. Now after adding this remainder to the add variable, then we will perform the division step. So in order to understand this coding, let us take a small example. Let's understand the logic using some example. So here I am using 3 variables, n, rem and add. N is the given number, rem stores the remainder of the given number, and add stores the sum of the remainders, which is our required output. Now first consider n value as 344 and the output should be 11. This is the input. So here we are considering n value 344 and output as 11. 4 plus 4 plus 3 will be 11. Okay. So what are the three variables here? REM, N value and add value. Okay, these are the three variables used in our program, logic. The given N value will be 344. Initially I am not finding the remainder as well as the add value. Now the first statement is REM is equal to N modulus 10. What is the N value here? It is 344. 344 modulus 10 will be the remainder of the given number. Remainder will be 4. So for the given N value, the remainder will be 4. Okay. The next step is add is equal to add plus REM. What is the value of add here? It will be by default 0. We will be assigning it in our program. So add is equal to 0 plus the remainder value is 4. So what will be the output here? 4. Add value will be 4. And after the second statement, third statement is N is equal to N by 10. What is the value of N here? 344. 344 by 10 will be 34. Simple. Okay. Now we should repeat the process for 34 and as well as for 3. So here we should write a while loop. Okay, while of loop should be repeated until the N value will be greater than 0. Now what is the previous N value? 34 after the first iteration. Now 34 is greater than 0. Condition true. So it enters into the loop. Here 34 modulus 10 will be 4. Okay. So the remainder value is 4. It stores 4. Now the second statement is add plus REM. What is the previous value of add here? 4. 4 plus REM. 4 plus REM. 4 plus 4 is 8. Okay. Next, coming to the third statement. Third statement is N is equal to N by 10. What is my N value? 34. 34 by 10 will be 3. So the N value will be 3. Now again the loop repeats. What is the previous N value? 3. 3 greater than 0. Condition true. So it enters into the loop. 3 modulus 10 will be always 3. As I have said you earlier, if x is x modulus y and if x is less than y, answer will be x. So here REM will be 3. Next statement is add is equal to add plus REM. The previous value of add is 8. 8 plus what is the REM here? 3. Remainder is 3. So the answer will be 11. ADD stores 11. Now the third statement is N is equal to N by 10. N value is 3 and 3 by 10 what is? How much is 3 by 10? It will be some 0 point something. 0 point, as we are considering integers, the answer will be 0. N stores 0. Now again the loop repeats. 0 greater than 0 condition false. False means it doesn't enter into the while loop and it comes outside the loop. Now what is the final value? What will be the output here? 11. 11 is stored in which variable? ADD. So after this logic we will write a print statement resembling that the output for finding the sum of digits is some 11 which is stored in the variable ADD. Okay. So this is the logic for finding out sum of digits of a program using modulus and division operators. Hope you understood. Thank you.